All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. So, I'm on a little early tonight, guys. I have a personal reading that I'm doing tonight, an emergency reading, and I thought I was doing it at 8, but apparently I'm doing it at 9. So, I'm going to come on tonight a little early and do some fun stuff with you guys. We'll play some games and give away some free readings. So, let's do it. You can purchase a reading if you want to. If you need a reading and you want to make sure you get it, just send $20 to the Cash App and you can win one. But I'm going to play some games and give some away for fun. Hey guys, welcome. Sunday Night Live is here. So yeah, I didn't realize I have a I have a personal reading tonight, and I thought I was doing it at 8 o'clock, but I think I'm doing it at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to have to come on now and I'll stay on till 9, and we'll play some games. Will somebody tell me when it's 9 o'clock? I know it's like a little after 8 right now, if anyone's going to be here that long. What we're going to do is, like I said, good evening. Welcome, Elaine. So, like I said, we're going to have some fun tonight. I'm going to do some games to give away some free mini readings to those in need of guidance at this cuckoo time. And if you want to purchase a reading, you're welcome to. I'm not going to say no to that, but we are going to play games. So if you really need a reading and you want to send $20 to the Cash App to get on the list, that's fine. Otherwise, let's just play some games and give some readings away and have a good time tonight. You know, let's do some fun stuff. I hope you guys are having a nice weekend. Hey, Ann, nice to see you. I hope you guys are having a nice weekend. I certainly am. I've been hanging out with my little puppy dog, and he's such a cutie. He just jumped down off the bed, and I think he went, where did he go? Bentley, come here. I think he went somewhere. I don't know where he went, so never mind. Debbie is down with the games. I'm down with the games too, but only these kind of games, no other types. So let's see. I guess what I will do is pick a card. I'll get him on camera. K2, I'm sorry. I promise when I come on for Wednesday, either Wednesday Wisdom or Hump Day Live, I will get him on camera, okay? Or when I do one of my Zodiac readings tomorrow, I'll get him on camera. Guys, give the video a thumbs up if you would be so kind so we can get it circulated and get some people in here to play with us, because we're going to have fun. Does anyone really feel like they want to win, they need to win a free mini reading right now? Like they're like, okay, I was hoping someone could give me some guidance, so this is it, I need to win. If there is someone, I'm holding space for you to win right now. Now, before we play, I do want to do something else. I'm going to pull a couple Moonology cards for fun. Yes, I need one. I hope I can win. I hope so too. I hope so too. Before we do that though, and we're going to do that in just a moment, so be patient. Patience is a virtue. I haven't always had, but I'm getting better as I become more mature, which is a nice way of saying the older I get, the more tired I get, and the more tired I get, the more patient I am. Same here. Okay, Ann, well, I hope you win too. Hello, I love you. I love you too. Thank you for everything. You're welcome. Thank you for your love and support. Very much. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you for all being here. Thank you guys for those of you who have been joining in with the Huna prayer. We did day 5 of our Huna prayer a little earlier, and it was, you know, a beautiful thing. So we're bringing in some good things. Josie L, bonsoir. 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 Comment ça va? You look tired. I'm a little tired. It's more that when I try to read the chat without my glasses on, that's what makes me look tired. I'm not really that tired, but because I normally wear glasses, I have to squint to read the chat, so that's why I'm looking tired. I'm not actually tired. I was gonna go with that story, but the truth is I'm not tired. It's just that I have to squint to read the chat because I'm an old man, yeah? All right. What does our little collective group here in our Sunday Night Live broadcast need to know? We're going to do 3 Moonology cards, kind of like we do in the Map of Destiny readings. And so we're going to do one for the moment, which we just did. One for the near future, which we just got. One for the long term. There they are. We got a couple for the long term. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, these are good cards, guys. You're going to like this. Okay, so for the immediate, for the present moment, we got the fixed moon, and it says to hold your vision. Hold your vision. That's good stuff. Yeah, Kim, like I said, I'm doing some giveaways. I'm about to do some games, But anyone who's like, well, I need a reading, go ahead and send your money in and we'll get you on the list. So we will be doing, if you pay for a reading, you'll get one. Or you can wait and see if you win and then buy. It's up to you. But if you need to buy a reading and you know you need one, go ahead and do it. And then if you want to play and try to win, we're going to do that too. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm going to be giving some away here in just a second. So it's up to you. But hold your vision, guys. Fixed moon, hold your vision. This is a time to hold your vision, hold your faith. Be like the mountain. Remember, be like the mountain. That's about faith. That's about faith. It's about wisdom too, because wisdom tells you, be still and know. And then you can fill in the rest, whether it's be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that you are loved. Be still and know that you are loved. Be still and know whatever. Be still and know can really be the preface to any affirmation or positive affirming statement, okay? So then on our near future card, we got the supermoon. Emotions are running high. So you can expect that in the near future, there's going to be an increase in emotional energy, right? That watery stuff. There's going to be a lot of emotional energy in the near future. However, long term, we got some good stuff here. We got waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. We got gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. And we got prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Taurus is a great energy, guys. And we need that Taurian energy right now, right? That energy of just sort of standing your ground. When I think of someone who stands their ground and is strong and resolute and resilient, I think of Taurus. I think of the sign of Taurus and this energy, you know, that bull, that charging bull, that nothing is going to dissuade them from going after what's theirs, what's rightfully yours, right? So good stuff, guys. That's for all of us, and I think that's really very encouraging the way those came out. Okay, Kim. So what I'm going to do right now is pull a card, and I'm pulling a major arcana. And when I say go, I would like in the chat for people to guess what major arcana I'm holding. And if you guess the correct major arcana and I see your guess first, you win a free mini reading right now. Go. Do 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 do. Major arcana, and K2 major arcana, guys. Only majors. We're only doing major arcana. Do 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 do. Majors only, guys. Ace of Cups would not be a major. Ace of Wands would not be. Aces are not majors. Majors go from the number 1 card, the Fool, to the World card. So it's one of those. So that narrows it down to less than half the deck. No. Nope. I'm going to give you guys a hint because no one's guessed it so far, which is crazy to me. You know, if we could make something happen right now to change the circumstances we're in, what card could signal that change happening? What card in the major arcana could signal a change happening? Yes, the obvious are Death and Tower. One that hasn't been listed yet. Change. Think change. Thank you. Debbie got it. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Debbie it is. What goes up must come down, y'all. What goes up must come down. Okay, so Debbie guessed finally. I had to give a hint. I'm not impressed with you guys and your tarot knowledge. If I was y'all, I would have just started going through the major arcana from 1 to 20. Hey, Rebecca, welcome. Okay, so Debbie, what is your question, my dear? I'm going to be pulling from the Cosmic Tarot tonight, at least for now. Go, Deb. You're up. We're playing some games for fun tonight, Rebecca. I am open to buy purchase readings. Kim just purchased one, but I'm kind of mixing it up. So if anyone, again, if you need to get a reading and you know don't win, you can purchase one tonight. But I want to do some giveaways. I know I'm a little drained too. I guess I don't know. I've been doing a lot of work, so I've been doing a lot of inner work. You know, since this has all been going on. Obviously, I think we all have. We should be. Nice, congratulations. Well, if you made the offer already, I think you already know you're doing the right thing. But let's see what comes out in the cards. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel. Thank you, guides, spirit guides, ancestors. Thank you for protecting my light matters and my vibration. Thank you for the clear and direct messages for Deb. What does Deb need to know about this purchase she's making and the changes in her life? Can you give her some kind of information, affirmation, guidance about what she's lays ahead? Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, I'm really connecting to a lot of the celestial energy right now, and I'm just really trying to, like I said earlier, I'm trying to follow the animals' lead. The animals, they're taking the lead of really just jumping for joy. It makes me sad the reason that they're jumping for joy, but I'm really trying to follow their lead because we are part of that chain, that ecosystem, and we need to be doing like they do, which is just blind faith and trust and seeing the beauty of what's going on instead of the fear. Okay, so card bottom of the deck, you've got the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is definitely an energy. Hey, Darcy, nice to see you. Welcome, sweetie. This is an energy that represents reciprocation. So it's similar to the Eight of Pentacles card tonight for me. When I see the Eight of Pentacles, I think about putting work into something and how it's going to pay off. This isn't so much about work paying off, but it's about, what you invest, you're going to see a return on, okay? That matches or betters what you invest right now. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? So from that perspective, there are good things coming. You've also got the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very positive energy. The Queen of Wands is really, and I'm not trying to play favorites, but I'm not going to lie. The Queen of Wands is probably my favorite of the four queens because she has this sort of slightly masculine energy that to me, this is a personal interpretation. You would probably not hear anyone else say this, but it's the way I feel about the Queen of Wands. I have a relationship with this card, and I feel like she has a slightly masculine energy. That fire within her is very much an action-oriented magic and energy. And so I feel like this is saying, this is a confirmation, Deb, as far as me as a reader for you, saying, yes, trust the actions you're taking. Trust that the decisions you're making and the action-oriented energy that you're embracing is the right thing to embrace, and it's going to lead to good things. And look, you've got the Sun after that. So these two both feel, super good, super abundant. Yeah, Kim, you were seeing yellow. Well, there's a lot of yellow in this card. There's blues, a lot of blues, but yellow too. There's a lot of energy of clarity of purpose, happiness, openness. It's like an openness, like a door opening for you. I'm seeing a little bit of a door opening, and it is like the inner child opening that doorway. I don't know what's changing. There's been a lot of shifting energy. Saturn just went into Aquarius. That's an exciting shift, which really represents the beginning of the age of Aquarius, which is a super exciting thing. I feel like this definitely represents, there's a guidance here. There's a confirmation that what you did, you're making the right decisions, but it's a guidance to say, continue trusting your intuition, continue trusting that click within you that says, make this move, do this thing, don't be afraid, go after these things, okay? Continue trusting that, okay? Thank you for the love donation, Kimberly, and also Kim, thank you for the love donation as well, sweetie. You've got the Seven of Cups here. This is a little bit of a warning. So you got all this encouragement that came out, right? There's a warning here. Don't get overwhelmed in your emotions. The Seven of Cups is not a bad card in this reading, at least, and it can be a little bit iffy, but it's about becoming overwhelmed for me, and especially in this deck. Don't let your emotions overwhelm you. Right now, your passions can really guide you, your logic, your spiritual connectedness, but don't become see, a lot of times when we're I know I did this. In the beginning of a spiritual awakening, it's very easy to mistake your positive emotions with your intuition. Don't make that mistake more than once or twice about a big thing or you regret it. Well, you'll learn really quick. Do not confuse, guys, and this is for everybody. Everyone can learn from this. Guys, do not confuse your positive emotions with your intuition. Just because something makes you, and listen, manifesting, feeling good, even Abraham Hicks will say that's how you know something is in line with what you want. It makes you happy. That doesn't mean it's like, oh, it makes me feel good, the thought of doing this, so I should do it. No, that's not the same thing. So remember that, okay? Just because it makes you feel good in theory, you need to think it through. You need to visualize. You need to allow the signs to confirm it for you, okay? This isn't about the purchase, though. This is about other things, and it's really about your emotions and not mistaking the two, because a lot of times your intuition is a click. It's a knowing, and it's not emotional. It's just a clear yes or no. There's no emotion involved, right? When you think of someone that you know is like a soulmate or twin soul, there's a lot of emotion in the connection, but the knowledge of what it is not emotional, right? When you see people, we were talking about this last night, that are resistant to the idea of someone not being there, whatever, that's emotional, right? That it shouldn't feel like that. If you're balanced about something, it shouldn't feel that way when questions come up. The connection, yes, but the questions about it, things surrounding it, the things you need to intuit about shouldn't feel that way. And if they do, then they need to be sort of either forgotten about or focused on differently. You also, finally, you have the Temperance card. This is a confirmation card as well. You've got a lot of energies balancing in your life that are going to carry you into the future. Remember, with Temperance, there are things that require time, patience, separation in order to be able to be made to manifest, to come to pass. And you have to continue to be really patient about that. And remember, and the reason I think these two cards both came out is they're really confirming to you, like, because you're getting this Sun card, you're on a path where you're really connecting to your truth and knowing what, and sort of learning to trust that instinct, that gut. And the big thing you don't ever want to do is, like I said, let that become a habit where instead of trusting your gut, you're just trusting your adrenaline. And that can get tricky, okay? So it's really, the next step is to really, really be able to differentiate between the two. That's a big lesson in this sort of game of life and spirituality, is to learn to differentiate between those two things, right? And it's not easy. It's a lot harder than some of the other things that we learn to do when you're kind of opening up spiritually, because it feels very similar sometimes. A subtle feeling of, sort of contented energy can very much, or emotional contentedness at the thought of something, can very much feel like an intuitive yes, at least in my experience. So but you have to learn to feel it out for you. Okay, so let me do Kimberly, because Kim sent a little love donation over to the Cash App. So I'm going to pull cards for her. Go ahead, Kimberly. What's your question? Is it about what you mentioned last night in the comments? You're welcome, Debbie. Congratulations and good luck on your home. I'm glad to hear people doing things right now, purchasing, making purchases, taking risks, continuing to keep the flow going of energy, especially material energy right now. That's so important that we all continue to do that. We don't want to go, pull back or recede too much. There's already going to be a lot of that happening, right? Obviously. So as much as we're able to, we want to continue to move forward and expand, and believe that what goes out will come back to us. Mucho importante. Muy importante. De muchas importantes. My dog is so cute. I love him so much. Yes, Darcy said yes. Bentley, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my God, what are you doing? Stop harassing me. Okay, yes, my friend took his life. I know, I'm sorry to hear that. I need to know he crossed over. Let's see what's going on with that. So sorry about your loss, but I really believe that as much as I hate suicide, I can understand it. I've been there close to that, or, considered that in the past when I was not in my right mind because of being in active addiction. And when people do that, guys, they're just looking for peace. I don't agree with people who say that's the coward's way out, because I know I've always been too scared to do it when I felt like that. So I think it takes a lot of a lot of guts to kill yourself, to be honest. Not to, I really do. I think it's just kind of brave. Not that it's a good thing. It's not, but I don't think it's a cowardly thing. I know that you have to work up the courage to do that a lot of times. So for a reading, $20. We're going to play some more games too, though, so you can, if you want to just try to win a reading. Not that I don't want to make money, but I just kind of plan to do that tonight because I'm coming on earlier than I normally do because I have a reading at 9 that I have to do. Hold on, what time is it? So I'm only going to be on for about 20 more minutes. Welcome, new watcher Sarah. Can you show us what's going on with Kim's friend who took... What's going on with Stay Strength or... To do either. You're right, Kim. That's a good way to put it. You know what's interesting is I do feel that there's been a crossing over because the Wheel of Fortune comes out as the major arcana. So this to me is a representation. We were just talking about that of something ending and a new beginning. So I feel like this person's experiencing a lot of crossing, a lot of new experiences right now, probably in that sort of review place. But also, look what came out beside it, the Six of Cups. This really is a confirmation that Kevin is a soulmate of yours that you've known for many lifetimes. And it doesn't have to be romantic. This isn't necessarily, you said friend. This doesn't feel like it has to be a romantic thing. Guys, we have a lot of connections. Even twin soul connections are very often not based in romance. My twin soul connection, although that's an aspect of it, at least on my part it was, and I would say on both sides, although that's an aspect of it, a lot of them are intense friendships, okay? No, this is a reading for Kim. But so I want you to know what I get from this is that it's kind of like this is someone that when you have a connection like this that's traveling with you through many lifetimes, it's like a roadie, like a Thelma and Louise. This is someone that even when you're not in the same form or in the same frequency, right, you're going to still be very connected. So I think what you may understand is if there is anything going on with Kevin that you're worried about, I think what it's about is there was some heartbreak energy. It's not even heartbreak because Kevin never got over it. It's almost like Two of Cups. It feels kind of like it's so strong that it doesn't even feel like a heartbroken energy. It just feels like there was almost some delusions here about what's going on. And that's it's poignant and painful. King of Wands is here as well. And so this is interesting too, because with the King of Wands, I get the sense that, oh, hey, Angie, nice to see you. With the King of Wands, I get the sense that there's a lot of passionate energy to see you get what you desire as well. The King of Wands in this deck has that red tulip, and he's got this very serious expression, these deep set eyes that are very fixed and focused on the future and on bringing things in. Yeah, a many lifetime soul brother, for sure. A many lifetime soul brother. The Five of Wands is here in reverse. So I think that whatever, and I've heard this so often from people who have had death experiences but come back into their bodies, that, including Jai's husband, Don, has described this. He had a drowning experience. That the moment you leave the physical, so many of the things that are bogging you down because you see immediately the things we take so seriously and we worry so much about are just so not important. And it makes you, in a sense, never want to come back, but also want to come back to with that understanding, and carry that through your life. But there's a sense that the immediate recognition of really, if you can do anything, the message is for all of us, just be happy. Find a way to be happy no matter where you are and what you're doing. You can find happiness in it. It doesn't have to be heavy. It really doesn't. Heaviness comes when we're having trouble healing from things. And there's so much, especially light workers, people who came here as volunteers, you know, and weren't used to this human karmic cycle. Like some of us are, some of us aren't though. And some of us came here, we've had many lifetimes, but maybe no human lifetimes on earth. And so this is a really unnatural experience. It's heavy, it's bogging you down, and then it of course affects all of your emotional well-being and your soul, which is your soul's connectivity. So it's a reminder, I think, from Kevin to us all that it's not as heavy as it seems. It's so much of it is an illusion, and we have to remind ourselves, especially those of us who came here as volunteers and light workers, we really have to remind ourselves it doesn't have to be as heavy as it seems, and we can get a lot more accomplished toward our goals that we came here to help achieve if we try to just continually remind ourselves that just within our reach, just on the other side of what we can see, is all the peace and strength and happiness and love and abundance. We just have to believe it in order to sort of feel it in, you know? And it's not easy. It's not an easy task to do, but it's so simple. It's so simple. I don't know. This is like a joking energy, or you know, a very big sense of humor in this person. This magician energy is talking to you specifically about and because you're coming out as Princess of Pentacles, Kim, it's like almost like a little sister or a sister type of energy. There's an energy of the magician for some reason feels like an entertainer or a joker, someone who has a very good humorous side, almost like a comedian or something. And it's about Kevin. So I'm not sure if it's about Kevin being that way and seeing you as a younger sister, or if it's telling you about someone else that I think it's Kevin and you. There's a confirmation here of this closeness and sort of a gratitude about the love. Don't and don't, you know what else to confuse? Not to confuse. He's the biggest joker in the world. Yeah, that's coming. That's weird that comes through with the magician. Just this humor, this comedian type humor. Um, don't confuse those times, the heaviness, whatever it was that sort of caused. You know, it's the same thing with a marriage. A 25-year marriage, you don't want to judge the marriage based on how it ended. If it ended in divorce or someone had an indiscretion, whatever, you don't judge a relationship based on how it ends. You judge it based on the entire thing. And that's what I'm getting from this. There were so many beautiful bright spots here and funny moments, a lot of humor, and that's what Kevin took with him from your connection, and that's what Kevin is trying to sort of leave you with as well. So a Robin Williams, nice. Anyway, thank you. I wish you, the best, a nice recovery from this, Kim. And I know, this is a hard time to be losing people. It's never an easy time, but I think right now we're all kind of looking to like make sure that we check on the people we love and just, wanting to make things that are wrong right. And there are some relationships you can't do that with, and you just have to. It's a big lesson in acceptance, right? And so Kim, even though her relationship didn't need to be made right, when you lose someone unexpectedly, it's similar to that feeling of like not being able to fix something that you wanted to fix. And so I understand and I empathize with that, but I think that there's great lessons we're all learning about letting things be, that let it be energy, Paul McCartney, right? Let it be. Words of wisdom, let it be. So it is what it is. Okay. I'm going to play another game. If you want to purchase a reading, you can. Just let me know in the chat when you've sent payment. Otherwise, try to win a free one. I've got probably time to do two more. Let me see. Veronica, I got one from Veronica, so I have to do Veronica real quick. Is Veronica here? I just got a payment from Veronica. Do you want to put your question up? Okay. Okay, Mia, go ahead. What's your question? Whoop, whoop. Hey, Lala, nice to see you. Big money, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Welcome, guys. So Sunday night, I hope everyone's doing okay. I just Laying low, y'all. Laying low in the crib, you know. I think we are going to do a cleanse for anyone who wants to join. I think this is a great time because, guys, I mean, in case you didn't realize it now, China was 2 months before they. It took China 2 months to run through what we're just now starting here in America before they stopped having new cases every day. So we're probably at a minimum. I mean, definitely at a minimum. This is not something that we're going to be done with next week. This thing we're doing. It's going to go a while. So what we need to do is do something productive. So I can only do so many things from Ray of Light Tarot, from my platform. But one thing I want to do that I want to extend to everyone is for us to do a cleanse together. I certainly won't have anything else to do but readings to give you, to come on a lot and be here for support so we can all kind of, you know, interact and stuff. But I think and not a 10-day, I think a 40-day is the way to go. So I'm looking at a start date on that. I'm going to talk to Jai because she usually does them with me. Like she's the one who brought me into it 2 years ago. So, but we'll get into that in another time. But I just want to put that out there for you guys to sort of let that sort of roll around in your mind. This idea of a 40-day intense cleanse, magic cleanse, no doubt. So I think you would all enjoy. And if you use my code or hers, you can get like $100 off your purchase because it's not from me, but the products that I use, I'm a brand partner with them. So Purium is an amazing company. Yeah, I think it is. And Darcy's already ready. So we got to probably start this thing soon. Let me see. Okay, Mia, is this a good... Wait. You want to know what is the deal with your job now? Is this a good thing to stay where you are? Okay, got it. Mia, I got you. What's the guidance for Mia regarding her job? That's okay, Brandy. We'll be doing more. I'm gonna do more free giveaways while we're all kind of hanging. I mean, I'm still gonna have to, obviously, because this is what I do for a living. So obviously I have to charge for readings and stuff. But I'm definitely gonna incorporate a lot more free, you know, fun games and free giveaways too, as well as what I do. I do get the sense I'm getting something about rose-colored glasses for you, Mia. I don't know if it's that you're looking at something with rose-colored glasses or you're being guided to look at something with rose-colored glasses. It feels like it's something that you've been looking at through rose-colored glasses and not quite seeing clearly, and you need to really adjust your vision on something. And we're not talking about like me being blind as a bat when it comes to the chat. I'm talking about, in fact, I need to put some glasses on. Hold on one sec. Sorry. Yes. I can see now. Okay, so what I was saying is there's a message about you looking through rose-colored glasses, and it's obviously something about your job. You've got to be really honest about the pros and cons now, and don't... Sometimes we stay at a certain place. I mean, it depends on your age at the time and what your needs are, but some people stay at a certain place just because they free... Yeah, exactly, Brandy. Just because maybe they like someone they work with. My best friend and I work together. Whatever it is, people do. People will just stay at a place for any reason. And we all are people. All of us have times in our life when we'll do that. There's something that does need to end. You've got the death card, that Scorpio energy. And, you know, with every ending, there's a new beginning. With every death, there's a rebirth and new life. There's an energy does not die. It just changes form, including this human life, right? There's no real such thing as death, right? Certainly, this physical incarnation ends, right? But it's not the way we think of death is kind of skewed and false. But this is definitely something changing, and I'm not sure if it's about a job changing. I don't think it is. I feel, and we'll get into that in just a second with the other cards, I feel like you're actually on a really good path. But what has to happen is this thing that's being viewed with rose-colored glasses needs a reality check. And there's an end to the innocence. I don't know what that means. There's an end to the innocence, the age of innocence. That song is playing in my head too. This is the end of the innocence. So there's something that you have done for a while or been a part of for a while that you thought was one way, and you've just recently come to realize it's not what you thought. It's kind of like working for a company that that you think is so great, and then all of a sudden you find out they've been doing something that you really don't agree with or approve of. Something like that. There's something weird going on here that so it feels kind of like a death or an ending of innocence. However, what I do want to say is, you've got the Moon card here, which is, yeah, these are both major arcanas. So this major arcana is about coming in touch with your heart's desires. And there's some kind of a passionate thing here. The Queen of Wands too. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is an energy, Mia, of passionate. I like the Queen of Wands. She's a magical queen that has the ability to get what she wants in an almost masculine way, much more so than the other queens. But it's a magic, it's a power she has and she holds that's based in that fire, okay? Wow, you're amazing. Been in the job for 18 years and not sure if they really appreciate me. Yeah, that's weird that you say that because it just goes to show you, hold on, let me just say this. I'm actually not amazing because before I started shuffling and connected, when you just asked your question and it was just Jason looking at the question, you know what my mind thought? She must have just started a new career she really hates, or she's like doing something she doesn't know if she wants to do. So what's amazing is not me. What's amazing is the connection and the clarity with which the information is channeled. It's not me. It's really not, because what my mind was telling me was so way off what the cards started saying. You know what I mean? So it's very important that whatever this change is, that you embrace this energy of being in touch with your heart's desire. And if this job, if any job is not in alignment with what you truly believe, you can't just quit. I get it. None of us, I don't have the option to just quit doing what I do either. As much as I love what I do, and I'm grateful to be able to do it, there are days that I don't feel like reading cards. Sure, we all go through that. But the thing is, even though you can't just quit something, what this is about is finding a way to put a plan in place to bring your manifestations in, right? So if you don't want to continue working for this company a year from now, 5 years from now, then you've got to start to really get real with yourself about what you desire. Because guys, here's what I've learned in the past couple of years. We live in a world and a time with social media like it is. If you have something you really are good at or gifted to do, there's not really an excuse to be afraid to try to go out and make that your living. It doesn't have to, it may not take off right away, and it may not be your main source of income, but if you have a gift or something that you're passionate about, there is an access to a world of customers, not a nation, not a phone list. There's a world of customers out there at your disposal. You've got to at least try, whatever that thing is, right? Is it knitting, quilting? You know, like I was telling my grandmother makes these beautiful, like chunky blankets that people love. Those blankets, those like those yarn chunky blankets. I was like, we need to like get you a little YouTube and film you knitting your blankets, and you could start taking custom orders. There are things you can do to get aligned with what you desire as opposed to what they desire of you. So it's not that you're supposed to quit your job. I don't necessarily feel that. But I feel like what you're supposed to do is get real. Take the rose-colored glasses off for the last time, because you've had it feels like a roller coaster ride. And I know when you work somewhere 18 years, it feels like a family. This is not your family. This is your employer. This is not your family. Okay? You've got the Three of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, Mia. This is about that manifestation we just talked about. This is about figuring out how to put out your cargo or your goods to the world and bring back what you want to return on that investment. This is your under or overriding energy, underlying energy, the subtext of the reading. This is about you coming into a place where it's almost like you vibrate at a frequency. You vibrate at a frequency. Did anyone ever watch the show True Blood? I'm being told not to even go down that road with this story because it's too long. Yeah, I'm not going to. So here's the thing. You just need to vibrate at a frequency that brings in exactly what you believe and desire. And that sounds so woo-woo, but what I'm talking about is, what do I mean when I say that? What I mean is, what do you love? What makes you happy? What makes you excited about life? Do more of that in your free time. Okay? Just do more of that. That's how you vibrate on that frequency and you align with that. And when you do it, you envision what it can be. When I started writing my book, I started envisioning seeing people in their beds reading it. I started envisioning people on the subway reading my book. I started envisioning, because that's what motivated me. And it wasn't about the sale and the money. It was about how it could impact that many people in a positive way. But it's also about, the positive feedback and the expansion material wise, financially. But it's got to be all of those things. It can't be just one. So think about that as you go forward. I don't think there's a sudden move necessary, but that's the beauty of where we are as a world, and where we are in the United States right now. The beauty of this thing we're dealing with that's so scary and so frustrating is we're going to have a lot of time to get in touch with who we are and what we want. Somebody was saying, because there's so many people stuck with each other right now, marriages and stuff, somebody was saying, oh, in 9 months there's going to be a baby boom. And I said, yeah, in 9 months there's going to be a lot of babies born for some people, and there's going to be a lot of divorce papers signed for some other people. Because when you're stuck with somebody you don't want to be stuck with, the last thing you're trying to do is make a baby. So what's going to happen though is people are going to become more in line with who they are, what they truly desire, and what they don't desire. You value things more, but you also value yourself more when you get put in these uncomfortable situations. So yes, the next little bit of time is going to be a gift for all of us that can get through it and come out the other side to really come into contact with who we are. Life is most assuredly resetting. And it's scary. What's scary about this disease, this virus, are all the unknowns. And what's also scary about it, from people I know who work in the healthcare field at hospitals, is that there's things we're not hearing. We're hearing all this, it's the elderly, that we need to worry. No. The thing is, people with underlying health issues need to worry too. And that could be any one of us, because guess what these kind of viruses do? That's how you usually find out you had underlying health issues. When your symptoms go from mild one day to respiratory failure and arrest the next day and dead. And I'm not trying to scare people, but if you read some of the articles I've been reading from doctors and their experiences with this in the hospitals, it's scary AF, guys. It's scary. And it has nothing to do with your age. And so, yes, most of us will be fine. Most of us that will get it, we won't even know we had it, because it can be that mild. But some of us will find out really quickly about our underlying health issues. And it's scary. And we all need to have compassion, and we all need to be smart right now. I've questioned a few times if I have it, because I'm a hypochondriac. I'm also a Virgo, and I'm also I'm empathic. So I always feel things 10 times stronger than they actually are. So it's like, the slightest little thing. But I hear you. I hear you. I think a lot of us do have it. I mean, look at, the numbers only reflect, guys, the numbers, the death numbers, the infected numbers, those only reflect people that have actually gotten a test and tested positive. So it's a lot more than that out there, Keep that in mind. Those numbers are not accurate. They're much lower than the reality. So anyway, hello, welcome. Mia, good luck with your future, wherever it takes you. Just sort of trust in this time. Yep. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm actually feeling pretty good. So, and I'm doing my part, social distancing, y'all. You think I live with my 87-year-old grandmother. I am not bringing no diseases home if I can help it. No. I'm not living with that. No. Okay, so let's play another game. Who wants to win a free mini reading? Did anybody else send anything, or can I go on to a freebie? Okay, guys, good news and bad news. The good news is my 9 o'clock reading just rescheduled for tomorrow, so you're stuck with me. The bad news is my 9 o'clock reading just rescheduled for tomorrow, so you're stuck with me. All right. Yeah, I'm turquoise. Yay, I like turquoise. So I'm going to hang out with you guys a little bit longer. I just saw her message. So yeah, she's with a friend. So we will reschedule her for tomorrow and we will do some more games. If anyone wants to purchase a reading, you can. I'm going to play some games and let somebody win one. You're welcome to, Rebecca. Thank you. I appreciate the love and support. And while you do that, I'm going to play a game and let somebody get a freebie up in here. Because there is a free lunch at Ray of Light Tarot. I don't care what they say. I'm just playing. All right. You guys want to guess something? I'm using my vice versa deck, so I'm going to have to hold the card where you can't see it with the with this one in front of it. I sniveled while in line at Walmart, and the woman coughed back in front. Snarky people. Joshua, that's funny. All right, guys. Y'all ready to do this? How do I buy this? You want to buy a reading, Brandy? You just send $20 to my Cash App. It's $ Ray of Light Tarot. You have to download, if you don't already have it, Cash App. It's kind of like Venmo to your mobile device. It's easy. Okay, I am holding up a major arcana card, and when I say go, you may guess what card I'm holding. The first person who I see in the chat to guess the correct card will win a free mini reading right now. Go. Go. Go, yo. Thank you. You guys need to refresh. I think you're on a little bit of a delay. Cash App, what? LOL, tell me. Thank you. I don't know what you mean, Brandy. Nope, 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 nope. Anne got it. Anne, you got it. Strength. Congratulations, Miss Anne. No, Anne, not son. Strength. You got it. You got it. Well, Brandy, you were talking to me. You got it, Anne. Okay, Anne, you're on a delay. Refresh your screen, Anne. You're about 15 seconds behind. A lot of you guys are. So everybody refresh or go out and come back in so that we're all in the same time-space continuum. Okay, so Anne got it. It's the strength card. I think I will use this deck to do your reading, Anne. It was death if she keeps playing with the lion's mouth. Yes, I agree. But she's not playing with the lion's mouth. She has actually become so strong in her feminine wiles that she has tamed that masculine energy to the point that she can pry its mouth open or shut at will. That's a balanced divine feminine right there, Joshua. I was talking to that all natural Rebecca. Yeah, that's my girl, all natural Rebecca. Hear that cough, y'all? What do I need to know at this time? Okay, and let's see. She's a dentist. Who's a dentist? Who are you talking about, SJS? Eastern Standard Time. Oh, the string. She's a. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm a little slow tonight. I get it. Bentley, what are you doing? What are you doing, Mr. Bentley? Okay, here we go. I'm kind of glad I don't have to go do that, so I get to hang with you guys. All right. Wow. Your energy is just kind of all over the place right now, Anne. I don't know. I mean, I think, and that's okay. I think we're all kind of like this. We've got a lot, there's so much going on that 1 minute, I know for me, like 1 minute I feel super connected to source and I feel like my messages are coming through so clear for myself, for my loved ones, for my clients. And then the next minute, I'm afraid and I'm like in this mindset of like going through these scenarios in my head that are totally irrational. And irrational thinking is not something that I ever seek to take part in these days in my life. That is like something I set the intention to have left behind in my life. But sometimes we all have tendencies to revert sometimes to old behaviors, but thinking, not old behavior patterns. I get a little bit of that here. There's a little bit of like, it's not irrational, but it's almost like up, down, all around. You know what I mean? You do have the star here. So the good news for you is this is upright. The good news for you is the star is, well, first of all, the star is the Aquarius. It's the energy of Aquarius. And what's happening right now is so much about Aquarius energy. The age of Aquarius is being ushered in as we speak. We literally had Saturn move into Aquarius yesterday. I mean, that was the first fruits. I'm calling it the first fruits of the age of Aquarius because that's what it is to me. And so that in and of itself is what's happening. You, micro level, and are reflecting what is happening in the ethers, macro level, the universe. And so that's beautiful, right? And so, how old are you? He's taken. Who is taken? Are you asking me how old I am? I'm 42. Yeah, 42. Okay. With this though, so it's kind of cool when you see this card. It's like you're going what you're and this is all of us guys, but Anne specifically, what you're going through is a reflection of what's happening on a much larger scale, universally in the stars. So that's pretty cool. Now, there is some energy about relationships. Relationally, you're trying to come through a lot at once. You're still grieving something that for some reason feels like a death or a death process because you've got this Three of Swords. And on this side, the Three of Swords is more like a funeral than a breakup or a heartbreak. It's like heartbreak is one thing and heartbreak is hard, but it's feeling like something that's a lingering death almost. Like it's like a horse that's being beat to death or beating a dead horse. Sorry. Thank you. Beating a dead horse. It's like something that's lingering and needs to go. And it's like I don't know if it's an 8-month process that already started or if it's an 8-month process from now, but I do feel, again, a message for all of us, but for you as well, very specifically and succinctly, between now and August, there's going to be some interesting things happening. What's going to be so cool for us all to see is we're all going to be in this sort of quarantine energy, but things are going to, so much is going to change, ultimately for the good. Relationships are going to heal because of what's happening. And it may not be something you're even aware of. It will happen energetically, but it's being allowed to happen where everyone is being forced to really get real. Okay. You've got the Ace of Swords. So Spirit is offering you a new beginning. What's that? Truth. There's truth and freedom in this card. Two things that are very important. But it's not the kind of truth and freedom that as humans we kind of normally think of. Because what's going on right now? We're being shown what happens because of one of our biggest faults and traits as human beings, our hubris, our pride, and our unwillingness to change until something bangs us over the head, right? We don't like change. We like to do things our own way, and we're very prideful, and we're a little bit that hubris, that sort of idea, well, that's not going to happen, or this isn't going to. Well, now things are happening that are forcing us to sort of back down, right? And as we back down, we're going to start seeing so much truth and a new freedom if we are willing to change and willing to embrace it. You've also got the Seven of Swords. So again, I don't know what this is about. I get the sense it's a relationship. And so, hey, Valerie, okay, thank you, sweetie. So I do get the sense this is a relationship that we're talking about, but I don't think it's a relationship that's currently in your orbit. This may be something past or recent past even, but it's something that is trying to, and it doesn't, if this is something that you're having trouble letting go of because you're in love with somebody that's from your past, it's not a bad thing, whatever it is, because like letting go of this, whatever this death is, it doesn't mean, you know, the rising of the phoenix is proof that, and anything that dies can rise up in a new way. So it's never death in the sense of like put a nail in the coffin, but it's a death in the sense that some kind of deception is you know, having trouble being seen clearly. Okay. So it is what it is. Sorry, shouldn't say all that on here. Sorry, guys. What are you? I don't even know what happened, Brandy. What's going on? Does Brandy need help, guys? Are you having trouble with something? I didn't even see a comment from you except the asking me how old I was a few minutes ago. I don't care if people ask me how old I am if that's what you're talking about. The Nine of Cups. represents wish fulfillment, and then you've got the Emperor here. This is your energy. So this is coming. You're becoming sort of the boss of your own life. It's like this is somehow leading you to be in charge of your own destiny in a way that you haven't before, and it's allowing your wishes to come true. So the thing that's having trouble sort of leaving your solar system, like this thing, this like it's like space trash. Whatever that is, make sure that you're not the one holding on to it. I think it's time for you to do an energy clearing if you haven't done one recently. And I don't mean like an energy clearing where you like pay a person to clear I'm just talking about you doing it for yourself, right? Really cleaning house and doing setting some intentions to clear energy from yourself, okay? That things that are hanging on to you, okay? So just do that, okay? And I think that's going to help you a lot. Otherwise, I think you've got a lot of good things coming. Really pay attention. There's going to be some lightning striking moments between now and August. A few of them, maybe up to 8. So it's going to be good. Love and peace. Look, yes, I feel really bad. I'm so sorry. Okay, so next would be hold on one second, guys. Hang on one second. I needed to tell someone that it was fine to reschedule for tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, Valerie, I've got you, and I've got also first before you, I've got to do Rebecca, I think. Rebecca, are you ready? Sorry, my battery's getting low, guys. Guys, when my battery gets low like this, it's a sign that I need to start winding down. I've learned to trust that instead of like plugging it in for more. I don't know. So you feel like this is a time to invest because of where it's at? You're welcome, man. Thank you. Oh, I understand, Brandy. I don't have anyone right now either that I trust to read for me. I've had readers in the past, but I don't have a reader that I trust at this point in time. You've got you've got the star card, and on this side, with the star card, this is like a meteor shower, and so what I feel like this is saying is there's going to be like, remember what we've been saying at the end of our Huna prayer? Yeah, KB, sorry for tonight I am. But wait, you sent money. No, you sent money the other day and we didn't do your reading, did we? Did we do yours? We'll have to stay on and do yours. We'll do it. Um, I didn't remember if we did yours. Oh, we did. Okay. Yeah, okay. If you want to get another, that's fine, but I'd rather not do it tonight because my battery's about to die. So I'm going to do these two that I have left. So here we go. That meteor shower, may the rain of blessings fall. I feel like blessings are going to fall on you. Okay, Rebecca, blessings are going to fall on you. You've got this new beginning here, and the Emperor came out again. So this Aries energy of a singular focus, this is independence. Okay, take this leap of faith and trust it because it's going to lead you to a very independent energy. It is financial. Don't let fear of past mistakes and past failures stop you. There's a little bit of this Five of Cups energy, so you definitely don't want to get stuck in that, okay? Oh, I'm so glad. Siki for sure. I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know that. Blessings to you. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes a reading doesn't resonate until you see the things come to pass after the fact too, if it's a lot of future energy. Thank you, Brandy. I appreciate it. With the strength card here, look what's going on, Rebecca. What you can see what's going on this side of the strength card. What are they doing? They're facing the devil down. So you're at a point, this is good. You are, and you know, we're all in perfect timing. We are all in perfect timing. Our lives are everything you'll see when you get past, you'll look back and you'll see exactly how everything fell into place. Well, you literally have prepared yourself. You're now ready to face down and deal with some final things that have held you back. And I think it has to do with finances. It's no longer going to be a burden in any, I don't feel in any way. I mean, I'm feeling a really strong energy that if you can be brave and see through this sort of eye of a needle and trust that really soft click of yes, you're going to find that you've got a shower of blessings. The rain of blessings are going to fall. You may want to do your own Huna prayer as well. Yeah, I think you're so connected that I don't doubt that you're seeing it. Take with you only what you must. Remember that. That's a clear message from Spirit for you, Rebecca. Take with you only what you must and trust. Okay? Valerie, go ahead. I'm going to move right out of that. That was the final word for Rebecca. Take with you only what you must. And that's not financial. This is about other stuff, attachments and energies. Because financially, you're going to expand you have to have room to do this. This is big. Okay? Yeah, I do too, Brandy, when I get, because, I'm a pretty good manifester, whether intentional or not intentional, and same thing. I understand that totally. What do I need to know right now? You're welcome, Rebecca. I'm excited for you. What does Valerie need to know right now? It's exciting stuff. I would do a Huna prayer, 30-day Huna prayer of your own for abundance, expansion, financial blessings, uh, something about that. That came through really strong with the star card too. A lot of endings happening right now. You've got a tower here, and the death card, and a tower here. The death card is the overall energy. Do people come back with updates to you, Jason? Yeah, usually they do. They usually do. I always get really good feedback. I'm very grateful for the gifts that I've been given. Very grateful. So I would say, Valerie, with this, I have had one person that's really into the timing of things, and that's tough because timing can change so much. That's a hard one for me as a reader too. So that was a few years ago. I remember that used to frustrate both of us. But the readings were good, but the timing thing was an issue for that person. For me as well, it used to be. Make sure you're not holding on to things. Same thing, okay? You don't want to. Oh, Claudia. So, okay, guys, did nobody else send a payment tonight, okay? I didn't see your payment come through, Claudia. So I will try to stay on and do yours as well. So after this one, then Claudia, that's it. No, you would just ask your question once I finish this reading with Valerie. You've got the Queen of Swords, Valerie. So the reason I know that there's things you need to cut out, not just because of the Queen of Swords, but look what's coming. This is the good part I was holding back on. The Sun and the Six of Wands. So as sort of that all felt so like muddy and trudging along, no. There's such amazing energy coming for you. Such amazing energy. And you're in a place of transformation and change. You're about to move, right? But what do you have to do? You've got to cut this stuff out. Whatever this is, let it fall. Let the tower fall. I love you too, Kim. Thank you for your support. Let the tower fall. Don't hold on to this energy, whatever it is there's an energy of pessimism creeping in, Valerie, and I feel that a lot. I have to say tonight. I don't know. I don't think it's you though. I think it's something attached to you because you're not a pessimistic person per se. But there's something dragging you down. There's a heavy energy that's holding onto you and pulling you down, and it's not good. It's not good, okay? Claudia, you also need to refresh your screen. We're a little bit off on our timing because you're not caught up to me. So make sure when you hear this, you refresh because you're about a minute or two behind. You don't want to let this pull you down. Again, there's a clearing energy that needs to happen, a clearing, some kind of ritual, a clearing and cutting things out because this is too good. This is too good to let go. You feel it too, Brandy? I mean, I'm empathic, and when I connect, I don't like to say this. I have to be honest though, I have felt this attached to you many times, but it's feeling stronger. And well, no, you know what it's feeling? It's feeling like it's something that's really frustrating you at this point in time. I feel a little bit of resentment creeping in here, and I don't like this because it's almost making me like get a little ew, you know. And it's not, like I said, it's not your energy. Exactly, guys. It's not your energy, but it's attached to you. And you don't have to have this attached to you. Even if it's your spouse, you don't have to have that energy attached to you. That's them, not you. And you've got this victory and this clarity coming. Again, don't don't pass these energies up or let them pass you by. What's for you is for you. So there's a reason that you're learning and understanding this right now. I don't think it's about confronting your spouse on dragging his feet. I think it's about really learning how to protect your high vibration and how to not allow anyone, including even a spouse, a parent, anyone we're really close to get into that bubble, to get into that place where they can affect your vibration. You can give and receive and have a great communication, but they should not affect your vibration in this way. This is an attachment that's pulling you down. And it may be that you are that type of person like I am. Maybe you're just so empathic you take on other people's energies, but it's heavy, okay? It's really heavy. So, okay, I've been feeling really good. I would just, whatever that you feel like, calling your guides and your angels, Brandy, and really try to shift your own perspective into one of looking at whatever it is from the highest good and the highest perspective, and not give it the power over you. Nothing, you know, angels, demons, all of those things, guys, they're jealous of us. We have dominion over them. It's not the other way around. Just remember that. You don't even need to sage. Saging is fine and it'll help, but you have dominion over those things. Don't give those things power over you to freak you out, guys. You're stronger than those things. We are human beings. We are source energy incarnate. Why are you going to give some other dimensional being power over you? Please don't even give it that power. And I'm not judging. I get it. I've had moments like that too. I understand what you're feeling, but I'm trying to encourage you and lift you up right now and remind you who you are so that you don't give it that power. Okay. So what was I saying? Valerie, yes, I know that that's part of it. And I want you to really do some kind of a cleansing or a clearing right now. I really think that's what you need to do, because this energy that's sort of pulling you down, it's a pessimistic energy and it's not going to serve you. Even if it's not your energy, it's affecting you. Don't let it take you over or pull you down, okay? Because you've got the sun in your future. Claudia, what's your question? It's just a ritual you can do. There's all different kinds. A clearing. It depends on really what you're trying to clear. If it's like an energy from somebody else that's coming in, you need to do... Thank you, Jen. Yeah, Jen's awesome. You're welcome, Valerie. What's your question, Claudia? Elizabeth Gomez, question mark. I don't know what you're asking, Elizabeth. Anything from source to help me now or in the near future? Okay, guys, please hold space for Claudia as we give her the best reading possible, and we help hold space for her to get some good guidance. Yeah, just right now we're going to do Claudia's reading, so let's try to hold space for her. What does Claudia need to know from Spirit? Oh, Claudia, you're really on the cusp of some exciting things. Now, what I want you to know is you have a relationship, a love relationship that's coming into a new beginning. It may be something you thought was dead, because you've got the Page of Wands here with this phoenix rising from the ashes on this side. That represents something that at one point you may have even thought was, even right now, you may be in separation from somebody you're really connected to, and you may feel like it's ended. Well, it's not. It's rising up from the ashes, and you have this beautiful Two of Cups energy representing you, and it's in the daytime on this side. There's the Ace of Cups in the background representing a new beginning in love from Source, the gift of a new beginning in love. Something that really did have to have a tower moment and come apart in order to be built back again on a solid foundation. It's not built back yet, but it is being built. It's being mended. Things are being mended. This feels very angelic. So there are a lot of angels around you. Be looking for feathers. If you're seeing feathers in your daily life, Anywhere, even if you're walking on the beach and it's a seagull feather, take it. Like you don't have to look too hard. Just take it. That is a positive affirmation, and you really need to. No more readings tonight, guys. Sorry, so sorry. This is a positive affirmation for you. You've got this new beginning coming. Now, you also have a Knight of Swords coming in, and on this side, this person could be an air energy, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. In any event, this person could be coming in declaring a little bit of harshness with their truth. So it could be someone coming in with a little bit of aggression. I'm not sure why that is if you've been in separation from this person. Sometimes when you've been in separation from somebody who's spiritually connected to you, sometimes they come back angry even, but the point is they want to come back. It's okay. I'll take it. Come back angry. Like I get this. You want this person to come back into your life, so that's good. Now, with this energy, there's a truth that needs to be expressed. So what you need to meet this with is the same truth. Do not be afraid to meet this with truth. I don't think that's who this is. And well, it could be. Here's the thing. Whoever this is with the Two of Cups, it's more than it's a strong soul connection. And it's something that's if it's not the relationship that's rising up from the ashes, what this would be is your belief or your hope rising up from the ashes. So this doesn't feel like dating someone you like. This feels like something almost just like a flash of lightning coming in. Now, you've got the Empress card representing you, the Earth Mother. Now on this side, you're really future focused. Again, look for feathers in your life. You've got messengers coming in. Make sure that you're not resistant to what Spirit's trying to do for you. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands, and that is an absolute warning about being a little too. We bring our past with us sometimes, Claudia, and it can haunt us. And it can cause us to be resistant to things that are good for us. And you're being warned not to be resistant, that Spirit is really trying to give you some beautiful things. Something beautiful. A passion, it may be a passion just within you for a new relationship, but it's rising up from the ashes and it's big. And the Two of Cups is much more than someone you like. So this probably is not who you're dating. It could be. I don't have a clear yes or no, but it's probably not. It's probably something from the past. In any event, it's something beautiful coming up and rising up for you. So the main thing Spirit wants you to know is it's important not to be resistant to what's for you, what's trying to come in for you. And the best thing to do to prepare for that is to meditate and be in receptive mode to receive positive things. Okay, Claudia, I wish you the best. You guys, I've got to go. My battery's dying as we speak. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Oh, it's okay, Ann. We're done. It's okay, Ann. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for your kind words, for holding space for Claudia, and thank you all for your presence and your love. I wish you all a peaceful and good night. And remember to take care of yourself and those that you love. Okay? Bye, guys.